Surprise! The mustache and the little goatee here, I think that's what it's called in a way, is now gone. So, before we get to these videos, these list of videos that you're going to be seeing this type of video recording of it from the intro of it, because I've been hit with copyright claims. Now, what I'm about to do here is, before you get to these videos, where it pertains to the Super Bowl 55, the 63rd Annual Grammy Award Show, and the Weeknd's halftime performance show, where it pertains to how it's going to be played out, with separate, different videos of it. So, what I'm going to do is, remove the playlist from the full video of it, which is about almost an hour, and just have that just be a regular video if you could clip on. But then again, I don't know if it's going to appear or not, because copyright claims, obviously. But we'll see how that plays out once it comes out. But in the meantime, I'm going to find out, pertains to this whole experiment, and how it's going to play out with these 3 different videos that I'm going to be doing. Again, it's going to be about the Grammys, it's going to be about the Super Bowl, and it's going to be about the Weeknd's halftime show. So we'll see how that plays out. So, with that being said, please enjoy those videos. Here are the 63rd Annual Grammy thoughts of it, where it tends to putting that in the Grammy Awards reviews. Well, you know what that means. So as you all know, I didn't watch the... Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. Anyways, but yeah, I didn't watch the 63rd Annual Grammy Award Show from March 14, 2021, which, by the way, this is usual that they do it around this month, because usually they do it like around January or February, but because of the pandemic that was doing, this is the first ever pandemic that the Grammys has to produce with this situation. Now, last year was a close call, because that whole thing, the whole thing where it started getting worse with the whole COVID-19 being spread all over the world. Maybe if we should listen to Barack Obama, during that time, when he was president, and then with Donald Trump being president, maybe if you would listen to Barack Obama, maybe this whole thing would never happen. This whole thing that we're in the COVID-19, the whole pandemic thing, where we had indoor, empty arenas with all stuff, not just with music, but also with wrestling and sports and whatever have you. Just saying. But anyways, when it comes to the Grammys, March 14, 2021, which is to the 63rd Annual Grammy Award Show from Los Angeles, California. The host was Trevor Noah on the network CBS. Now, if you would have told me that I was going to be able to watch the Grammys, pertains to, the Weeknd not being part of it, I would have told you, nope. I probably would have still watched it. Now, what I didn't know about during that time, where there's a reason why he was not part of the Grammys in the first place, which I already didn't know about that anyways, but if I didn't know about that whole situation, I would have never watched it. But if I didn't know about that situation, I probably would have watched it. But based on how people reviewed the Grammy Award show of 2021, not one of the best ones. And that is not, and it had nothing to do with what is the thing? I don't know if they were if they had crowds there. No, I mean not the capacity they're hoping for, maybe. But maybe there was some artists that were there too, because they're there to get the awards or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I don't know how, because I didn't watch the show or anything. Or the only thing I did saw was the in memoriam performance, which I'll get to that when I get to it. So, but if I knew about the whole thing with the Weeknd thing, I would have been, like everyone else, don't watch it. Not just because of the Weeknd not being part of it, but also the show has not been that good over the years anyways. hell, there may be some good performances and all that, but other than that, the award show itself has been lacking for God knows how long. And pertains to the weekend, the songs that couldn't be nominated in like Blinding Lights, and not even his album, After Hours, his music videos, pertains to After Hours. I'm like, wow, that's really petty of them in a way. In fact, it's not in a way. It is petty of them in a whole lot of ways. But that's not the only thing as well, because the weekend was not the only one who snuck out of the whole Grammy Awards as well. Someone by the name of Zayn Malik, and he expressed his feelings about the Grammy Awards. Well, first, let's look at the weekend's expressions, feelings about the Grammy Awards on Twitter. And now, Zayn Malik. Now, on top of that, because the weekend was snuck out a bit, the weekend, also delivered this message. Now, I don't remember if it was on Twitter or whatever, but pertains to the weekend doing his own boycotting. Because I started out in where I was going to boycott the Grammy Awards. I'm not going to watch because not only the weekend was not nominated with what any of his songs or albums or his music videos, but he was not even there to perform. They wouldn't even let him go to perform. Basically, snugging him out of the Grammy Awards shows, not just not nominating any of his songs or music video or album, but he was not invited. Period. So I decided to boycott. And then the weekend, prior before we get to the Grammy Awards, he decided to boycott the Grammys, and this is what he boycotted about.
Like troubled water running cold.
And then we get to what happened during the in memoriam. So I saw a clip of it on YouTube, and I was not a fan of how they did it. Now there may have been more than one, I'm assuming, because they had more than one performer to do it. But this woman, which by the name Brittany Howard. Now also it said guys like Lionel Richie, Brandy Charlie, Chris Martin, someone by the name of Silk Sonic, and the list of songs was Long Tail Sally, Good Golly Miss Holly, which was a tribute to Little Richie, Ladies, which was a tribute to Kenny Rogers. I'm assuming that's what the tributes are for. I Remember Everything, a tribute to John Prine, I'm assuming, and You'll Never Walk Alone, a tribute to to Gary Marsden. Now here's the thing, I don't remember seeing Lionel Richie when I was watching the clip of it on YouTube, unless they cut it short of the clip of it on YouTube. I remember watching it, I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't see Lionel Richie. I didn't see anyone else there. All I saw was Brandy Howard. She was only there singing it, unless they did it separately. And on top of that, the list of artists they have there, for his in memoriam. I'm like, saying, wait a minute, where's Eddie Van Halen? Where's Naya Rivera? And a couple of others. Because based on what I saw, the way they did it though too, I was not a fan of how they did it. Because usually when they always do it, they always show, full screen images of those that passed away. They did it in a way where they just show the performer, and they show pictures of like some kind of big screen they have there, like, and they kept just the way they did it, I was like, oh my god, that was terrible. The performance of Brandy Howard, she was good. She was good. Her voice was great. Her performance was but there was no big problem with that. The problem was the advertisement of it, how they presented the performance, with the whole in memoriam thing. You hear a list of others they left out too. Again, this is based on how I saw it on YouTube. I could be wrong, because I didn't watch the Grammy show. Only whoever who watches my video right here, pertains to this segment. Only you can tell me if they did that or not. But Naya Rivera from Glee, who played Santana Lopez. Remember how she died? She saved her son's life due to her putting her son on board while she drowned. Where was her image? Where was her graphic? They did with Corey Monteith, a while back, years ago. 2014? Because I think in 2013 he died, right? But either way, they did an image for him. And remember how he died, right? He died by overdosing because of the substance abuse that he went through. So you tell me, and there's no disrespect to Corey Monteith, because it was unfortunate that he died too. But you gotta put him in there, to pay homage, because he's a great guy and everything. And it's unfortunate he's gone. But someone like Naya Rivera, who sacrificed her life to save her son's life, where it shouldn't have happened either way, and yet they don't even acknowledge her. But anyways, Benny Mar Duns was also not included. Hal Ketchum, I'm assuming that's how you say it, Riley Gale, and Frankie Banali. I'm assuming that's how you say it too. And wow. And this isn't the first time they've done this before. Remember Christina Gimme? In 2017, they didn't include her. And I thought that was very disrespectful and poor taste, bad taste in their mouths for that. Fans were outraged because of that. I don't blame them. I wasn't that big of a fan of Christina Gimme. She was great, she was talented and all that, but I never really got the opportunity to become a fan of hers after her thing with the voice. When she was being coached by Adam Levine from Maroon 5. But I remember they didn't even include her. And I said to myself, wow. Maybe it was a mistake on their part and all that. But after this, they only please someone that only matters, which is ridiculous. Again, that's just my theory about this whole thing. If you're gonna do this whole in memoriam, include everyone. And yes, there's some behind the scenes that we don't know of either. Pertains to what they've done behind the scenes of the music business, pertains to them being songwriters and music engineers and all that. They include them, but they don't want to include those people as well. Pertains to that were on the big screen, that were on our TV screens and all that, and we know what how good they are, and we know how talented they were. Pertains to the music business. And then we get to an AEW wrestler, Chris Jericho. And it has something to do with Eddie Van Halen. Fans were criticizing the Grammys because and also former bandmates and other figures within the hard rock and heavy metal community who felt the brief seconds long tribute was insulting to the guitarist's influence and legacy. But again, I remember I didn't watch it at the time, but Van Halen's son, Wolfgang Van Halen, revealed that he declined the whole offer to play one of the songs called I'm trying to remember how it's pronounced. Erpsin? Erpsin? But that's a good song either way. It's just a guitar solo in a way. So, it is in a way a guitar solo. But But yeah, there was a lack of respect for Eddie Van Halen of this tribute because unfortunately he passed away too. And Chris Jericho, this is what he tweeted to the Grammys.
Before you go.
Which that was hilarious. Just everything that Jericho tweeted on the internet, especially. Yeah, don't even try to nominate me pertains to the to Fozzy, and all that. I like so he's going he's doing the Weekend phase here now, because the Weekend did the first the whole boycott and the Grammys of don't nominate my songs in the future ever again and everything, which I don't blame the Weekend, and I definitely don't blame Chris Jericho with pertains to his band Fozzy, turning them either, pertains to basically boycotting the Grammys, saying don't you ever nominate any of my songs, even though they never really nominated your songs in the past to begin with, which is funny. Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. But anyways, yeah, there you go, folks. Let's get to who won the awards too, by the way. So Justin Bieber, alongside with Dan plus Shay, won a Grammy Award, and it pertains to Best Country Duo and Group Performance. That's what it was. The country category for it. So yeah, Justin Bieber finally won a Grammy Award. He was nominated 4 times? He represents pop? Something like that? I don't know. It's something like that. Pop, whatever. It's whatever. He's not country. He ain't country. Which I find it funny. So the only way he can win a Grammy Award is with someone that he's paired up with, and it's a singles, by the way. Pertains to along with Dan and Dan plus Shay, and yeah, it was a country song and a singles country song, and Justin Bieber finally won a Grammy Award. So like, yay, all right, finally Justin Bieber finally won a Grammy Award, even though it took him about years to finally win a Grammy Award. Yeah, he finally won a Grammy Award. Props to him. Give him a pat on the back and all that. Oh wow, great. Let's compare it to anyone else winning more Grammy Awards than him. Which, by the way, they won them on their own. Justin Bieber's songs, Yummy, didn't win. This other song he had, I don't know what it was, didn't win. And whatever else his Grammy Award got, didn't win either. And guess what? It's all pertains to Justin Bieber doing obviously he has help too and all, but still, pertains to him being the focal point. It tells you right there, Justin Bieber can't win the war on his own because he sucks. He's not a big deal as some people make him out to be, or even what he's making himself out to be. Of course, he's got paired up with Dan plus Shay, who has won Grammy Awards before. So this ain't the first rodeo winning Grammy Awards. They done before. Unfortunately, they had to share it with Justin Bieber now. At least the Weeknd won Grammy Awards on his own. Just saying. But anyways, I'm not gonna go too long with this. I'm just gonna tell you a couple. Her, Phineas, Billie Eilish, Fiona Apple, excuse me. They won 2 Grammy Awards. David Frost and Megan Thee Stallion, excuse me. They won 3 awards. Beyonce, she was nominated in 9 Grammy Awards, and she only took home 4. Basically, she won the most Grammy Awards. And there were others too that won, but I'm not gonna go through that whole thing. Taylor Swift won Grammy Awards though, so good for her. Other than that, I'm not gonna go through the entire thing, really, because I really don't care about the Grammys anymore.
before you go.
And after everything that's happened with Weeknd being snugged out, even though I don't know who the same Malik is, or since what he does, with him being snugged out like that, and how they did the whole in memoriam and the lack of respect they show of paying homage to Eddie Van Halen, which by the way one of my favorite bands, Van Halen. But based on everything that happened from there, just back to the whole thing in the memoriam, where they excluded a couple of other artists that they include in there, but they include some ones that some people don't even know who they are. Now people know who Kenny Rogers are. It's unfortunate that he's gone, but like what about the rest? Unbelievable, unfreaking believable. Ooh, I'm burning by the lights again. Fuck the Grammys. Time to pick out the trash. And that will do it for the 63rd Grammy Awards, which is to my thoughts about the whole thing and move forward of the Grammys overall. Which, by the way, shout out to Jordan Williams because he thought of this, what I saw in the comments from my recent videos pertaining to the Grammys. The Scammies. I love that. Great job, Jordan, man. You're very clever with all these things. So, props to you. But yeah, but that's what we'll go from now on. Thanks a lot, Jordan. The Scammies.